Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Alex Cook. So I want to make a new video talking about Bitcoins. So it's February 2019 and Bitcoin finally broke above $4,000 where it's really been stuck for quite some time. So what does this all mean? And the first thing that I want to say, just right off the bat is no one's going to know for sure when the next bull market's going to start. No one has that kind of clarity. That being said, there are some things that I want to talk about in this video that could be potential catalysts for another bull market going forward. So these are things that you'd want to pay attention to. So the first thing is I noticed that not just with Bitcoin, but really any kind of asset classes, you usually see higher levels of volatility at market tops and at market bottoms. So, this sort of choppy trading, that could be a potential sign that, hey, maybe we bottomed out. Maybe this 3,800, 3,900 level is a good support phase. So I would keep an eye on that. But from a more fundamental standpoint, a lot of things have changed in the crypto market since the last really big bull run in 2017. And here's what I mean by that is, one, the weak players have been shaken out. All right, BitConnects, like the crazy guy, yelling on the stage, like those scams have been shaken out. So now we have a bit more clarity on what are the serious players in the future. It's like any kind of it's like any kind of massive bull run, like tech in the 1990s. Like there were so many companies that turned out to be a joke, but there were also Amazon. There was also what ended up being Google. So sometimes you need to shake the weak players out, and that has now happened. Secondly, is that institutional finance, meaning major investment banks, hedge funds, mutual funds, pensions, things of that nature, are starting to take crypto more seriously. And a big part of that is the infrastructure for them is a lot better than it was a year ago. So here's what I mean by infrastructure. You have things like Bakkt, which is a crypto service provider that's being worked on by Intercontinental Exchange. Things like that are going to get crypto taken more seriously. So especially, Intercontinental Exchange, ICE, like that is the owner of the New York Stock Exchange. You're going to need that kind of brand recognition for crypto to take you seriously, because it wasn't that long ago, crypto, it was just like dealt with by, gamers or people trying to hide money overseas. Like there wasn't necessarily a real use case for it. Now you're starting to see more use cases, and now you're also starting to see the infrastructure, like the service companies that makes institutional finance take you more seriously. And one piece of that infrastructure that's also very important is the taxes. So it used to be, crypto, no one really knew what they were doing with their taxes. Now there's a lot more regulatory guidance, and there's also better software out there for it. Like I have some crypto personally, and I use this website called Crypto Trader Tax. It was very easy. It took me about 10 minutes to do everything, and it uploaded to TurboTax, and it was very simple. So it's things like that. Lastly, one of the use cases that really could drive crypto going forward is smart contracts. So I talked about this before in another video. So for those of you not familiar, smart contract, it's a self-executing legal agreement. So it sits on the blockchain, and based on data that comes to it, it'll execute a contract or not, like a payout to someone else if a certain condition happens. So this could be applicable for insurance. It could be applicable for even things like sports betting. Like, hey, a certain team wins, I'm going to pay out this bet. But you can see a lot of application like over-the-counter derivatives, like interest rate swaps. So it's a more technical kind of product, but for institutions like major banks, this could be a big cost saver, because things like these OTC swaps, they have to have a whole office that basically supports this process. Whereas if we let the blockchain pretty much automate it, that could be a huge cost saver for these banks. So to recap, 3 things to look out for are going to be the infrastructure build out. Look at how crypto taxes are now, there's a lot more clarity, a lot better software, so it's a bit more comfortable for investors to use. And also smart contracts could be a driver as well. So those are things to look at crypto going forward in 2019. Lastly, just want to end this video with a personal note. So I haven't made a video in quite some time, and that's because I'm actually working on another project. I've decided actually to write a book sort of on my thoughts on finance and investing. So that's been taking up my time. So hopefully try to make some more videos in the meanwhile, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. But just hit subscribe for more. And as soon as I get some more details out about when this book will be released, because I have changed directions on it a few times. But it's going to be basically my thoughts on investing, how to build a portfolio, and how to manage money. I'll make sure to keep you guys informed. I keep you in the loop so you can get a hold of it. But just hit subscribe, and thanks for following.